What's up, everybody? Welcome back to D-Train Games and Deer Hunting Camp. Today, I'm going to be taking you through the base game maps and showing you where the best places for your tree stands are. Now, Hardwood Spot 2 and Saskatchewan only got added last week, so we are not going to be including them in the video. As more maps come out in the future, we may include them later on. But for today's video purposes, we're only going to be focusing on fields, mountains, ponds, and woods. So without any further ado, let's get out there and I'll show you guys where to put your stands. So here we are in PSR Fields. This is the very first tree stand I'd recommend for you all. Now this is the only place I would hunt if you guys are wanting to do the top field, as I'm not really big on this field. I like to hunt the other one more. But you guys can see that we're in that bottom corner. It's just where the road starts to cut off to the side there. But you basically just walk to the very end of this road and just look to your left, and it's right here all by itself. And as you guys can see, there is plenty of trails here. And the view from the tree stand is very, very good. So up here you can see pretty much the entire field. You can see down into that field. So it's pretty good for rifle hunting as well. And you also get all these shots down through here. So it's a very, very good tree stand, although it's my least preferred. But I wanted to show you guys this one either way. Okay, so the next tree stand I wanted to show you all is on the other field. And it's up towards the top right-hand side. This tree can be a little bit difficult to find. The way you know that it's the right one is that you have these two that are just right side by side, and it's directly to the left of it. Alright, so here's the view from the stand. You get a lot of places to see through here. You got a really, really good eye of sight into the trees on the other side. It makes for just some very, very good sit and watch hunting, and you also can even shoot back into this field some. You have some openings back this direction and some good bow hunting opportunities. This is easily my second favorite place in this map, as it just gives you a whole lot to look at. So on the opposite side of the field, down in the bottom left corner of the field, is actually my favorite tree in this entire map. And the way you can tell you're in the right tree is you'll have this smooth bark on this side, and you'll have a smooth bark over here. And then the one that's in the middle is where you're wanting to put your stand. As you can see all the way into the other field. You can see all out through here. And the best thing about this stand, though, is that a lot of the animals, like 4 out of 5 times that you hunt on this map, most of your trails are going to be back in this area. And like I said, the deer will cross over into the other field for you, but it does take them a while. However, if you're already on this side with them, it opens up some very good calling opportunities. I've actually had a lot of bucks that have came down into these woods, and I've been able to call them straight to my tree stand. So it really makes it a lot easier to hunt this area because, like I said, on the other side, there just ain't that much deer traffic up in that area compared to this side. So this is the ultimate stand that I'd recommend you guys hunting on. Welcome to my favorite base game map, PSR Mountains. And on this map, this is the only tree you'll ever need. Like, I'm not going to show you guys any other tree because this is the ultimate tree for this map. You just come off the road and turn left. You'll see this tree here, and then you'll have the second tree. Now you need to put this tree stand at an angle, as that way it works. You can't just put it directly into the front of the tree or else you're going to be blocked. There is a lot of brush up in here, but this is a magical tree, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. You get up into it, now that you're angled, look at this. You can see literally everything. It's perfect for bow hunting. You got good close range shots down below you, and you also got a window to shoot behind you. This is the ultimate tree for PSR Mountains. I would recommend this for anybody on this map, and you do not need any other tree stands. This will get you all the bucks, all the does. They all come through here. It's just an amazing setup. Make sure you guys put it to an angle, though. Remember, it's off to the side of the tree. It has to be kind of on the diagonal side of the tree, so that way you guys will be able to get this window in the back. Once you guys have this, you know you've got it in the right spot. And this is the only tree stand you'll ever need for PSR Mountains, guys. Let's move on to the next map. Alright, welcome to PSR Ponds. I only have 2 tree stands for this map. This one I call my backup stand because it's the only time I ever really use a different stand. And this is the situational tree stand that I use for if I don't get any trails around the food plot. As you guys can see, I ended up getting an unlucky roll with this particular hunt. All of my trails are coming down by this road instead of being up there around the plot itself. So this stand works perfectly to be able to hunt back here on the trails. As you guys can see, there's already a trail coming down below me here. And it goes out that direction. You can see all the way up that way as well as all the way up this way. It makes for a very, very good rifle and muzzleloading hunt, but it also is really good for bow and arrow if you have a way to call animals in. But again, this is my backup tree stand. It's not my primary one I try to focus on hunting out of. I just wanted to show you guys this one as it comes in very handy for when you get a bad roll and you don't really have any trails going around the food plot. As far as my favorite tree stand for this map has got to go, this has got to be it. The plot is directly in front of us. The way that's easy to find this tree is actually by this loner tree that's out here by itself. He's out here next to the plot all by his lonesome, and the way you know you're at the right tree is this directly behind him. And you want to place the stand where it's right in the middle of both of these two branches. Once you get up here, you get a beautiful view of the food plot itself. You can see all the way into those wood lines. It makes for some really good rifle shots. Late in the season. And then you also got all of this on your other side. I mean, plenty of opportunities. Usually there's trails that will come down this direction, and you get some really good bow hunting opportunities. But this is my ultimate stand for this particular map on PSR Pines. So for our final map, PSR Woods, I wanted to show you guys this tree stand for the top field. I would not recommend hunting the top field, as most of your activity is going to be in the bottom field. This is the tree I'd recommend for you all. As you can see, we're at the far left-hand side of the field, up towards that little corner. This is the view that you guys would get. You can see perfectly into the field. There is a road shot right here. Now, back behind you, you're going to be blocked by this a branch, but on the other side, you get a lot of shots this way. This is the only stand I'd really recommend for this field. The way you can find it is come off the road, turn left. There is a thick cedar tree right here, and the tree you're putting it in is directly behind it. So that is the first tree I'd show you guys. Again, not recommended, but I wanted to show you that anyways. Okay, and for our final tree stand placement, just come off the road in the bottom field, walk straight. There is a tree all by itself right here. There's a cedar tree behind it. Stick your stand right in this bad boy, and you get a very beautiful view of the bottom field. And this is why I love this bottom field better than the top field. Just a lot more to look at, a lot more opportunities. This tree stand will allow you to shoot back into the woods this way. You get a lot of shot opportunities back behind you on both sides of the tree. And this is the ultimate tree for this map. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this guide. If you did, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button down below. If you have any questions for me, make sure you leave them in the comment section below. Or if you just have any comments in general, just let me know your thoughts and my feelings about these trees. Hopefully this helped you out a lot. Hopefully you guys get a lot of monsters during the deer seasons on Deer Hunting Camp. I will see you in the next video. Talk to you soon.